So, welcome to my garden. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I had to think of the day. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and I thought I'll bring you outside because, hey, it's still summer. I've got kind of like a BLT sandwich. So I've got bacon, lettuce, tomato, of course, egg, like an omelet. Just
911, what's your emergency?
there's a woman. There's a body.
A woman's body, sir?
I ran out of lettuce, so I didn't want to.
Not all of her. Not all of her.
Calm down, sir. Can you tell me if the woman is breathing?
She has her tail.
Anyway, some salt
She
crisps.
has no face.
And what else? A beer. Anyway, can't wait to eat. I'm super starving. Let's eat.
I'm Ingrid Mendoza, and you're in Killer Country. This week, we're diving into the bizarre death of Mirabel Diaz. Mirabel dreamed of becoming a Hollywood actress, but trapped in the small seaside town of Mystic Bay, Florida, her options were limited. She'd book an occasional used car commercial or a clown at a child's birthday party. But legitimate opportunities were few and far between. Eventually, however, Mirabel found a path to acting in an unexpected place: Wild Tides Water Park. There, Mirabel donned a long silver tail and a shimmering tube top. 5 days a week, rain or shine, she'd swim in a massive glass tank, smiling at tourists and posing for pictures. At Wild Tides, Mirabel became Miss Mirabel, the magic mermaid of Mystic Bay. Then, on August 24th, 2012, everything changed. Hurricane Braden tore through Mystic Bay, destroying 65 homes, 34 Shake Shacks, and leaving at least one person missing: Mirabel Diaz. Frank Wild, the longtime owner of Wild Tides Water Park, was among the last to see her alive.
She was a pretty red. Some say she had web feet. She never wanted to talk. Now, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but she was a little cold. Snobby, you might say. When the hurricane was coming, I told her, "Hey, sweetie, you can stay with me. Because, you know, this place is a fortress. I got hurricane shutters, sandbags, the whole shebang. A bunker with a sauna, screening room, bowling alley. Regulation bowling alley, do you understand? Yeah, the real deal. Yeah, I told her. I got 2 months worth of beans. Yeah, all kinds of beans. Right? Black beans, kidney beans, pint-toe beans, lima beans, soybeans, jelly beans. Yeah, I was worried, you know, because she lived all by herself. I owned the building she lived in, and I knew it was, I knew she wouldn't have beans. But she told me she'd be okay on her own. Yeah, maybe if she just stayed at my place. You know, you wonder what might have been. But she said no, she didn't even like beans.
I spoke with Frank at his home over 3-bean salad. From where we sat on an expansive back patio festooned with marble statues of dolphins, women, and dolphin women, we could see the very top of Wild Tide's Megalodon Mega Twister. It's a massive water slide, just over 100 feet tall, that shoots park visitors into the waiting jaws of a fiberglass megalodon.
Please, this park employs half the damn town easily. We added that big slide, the friggin' orcas. It's a sight to see, especially the mermaids. And Mirabel, well, she was the most popular one. You really just never think of something happening to a girl like that in a place like this. Well, except for that time when those kids got eaten during the alligator parade. Or the time the clowns went feral. Or that time when the old guy...
Behind us, something bumps. Hard. Against a glass wall.
Don't mind her. That's Cannellini.
Neighbors are watching right now.
Here, girl.
They're gonna think I'm
Come here. Come on, sweet bean.
Frank Wild, heir to the Wild Bean Company fortune, is an avowed animal lover. His home, a concrete monolith rising from the steaming marsh, includes a massive glass pyramid teeming with all sorts of aquatic marvels, including, most notably, a 6-foot albino alligator named Cannellini. He also owns a narwhal, 7 dolphins, roughly 16 flamingos, 3 tigers, 7 pythons, a wild boar, and several ostriches. Most are named after beans. Frank goes on.
I used to have a whole mess of macaws, too. But every hurricane, more of them escaped. Sometimes I still see them flying over the house. I guess they wanted to be free. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, she was a nice girl. Sometimes. And it's a shame what happened.
Jessa Lynn Garcia, another mermaid at Wild Tides Water Park, remembers Mirabelle a bit differently.
She was just sweet as pie. She really was. And such a pretty little thing for a brunette. Except for the gills. She was always giving me real nice tips, about what to do with my clothes or my hair. And she'd come up to me while we'd be putting our tails on and say something like, "Oh, Jessalyn, you would look so good as a blonde." Or, "Oh, Jessalyn, don't go to that Shake Shack on August 24th. I had a vision." And, she was always the second runner-up at pageants. Almost Miss Key Lime Pie. Almost the Orange Blossom Queen. Almost ambassador to Kazakhstan. People don't realize it, but it takes a lot of character to keep showing up after losing out over and over and over. Yes! Over and over again. I'm proud of my titles. Always will be. I don't take the honor of being the Orange Blossom Queen 6 straight years in a row lightly, but, I admired Mirabelle, too. And she had a good heart. She'd volunteer all the time. She'd perform for the little old people down at the senior center. Sing that song from that mermaid movie, I'm in Your World, or whatever it's called. I don't know, my children only watch godly movies. But she'd sing that. She didn't have children, so maybe she didn't realize. Or a husband, which I also have, so. Oh, and she was a perfectionist. So she'd sing that same song over and over till she got it right. 20, 30 times. The old people would tell her she didn't have to, that she could stop at any time, but she was happy to do it. She was a natural performer. Oh, so gifted. I was never like that. I mean, everyone's different. Some of us are more into the artistry of it all. I'm a Wild Tides Water Park mermaid because I believe it's important to provide families with wholesome, all-ages entertainment at an affordable price. But others, they like the attention. Not that I'm blaming her for what happened. Gosh, no. She was a nice person. She didn't deserve that. Not at all. You just never think something like that would happen in a teeny little teensy-weensy town like Mystic Bay. I mean, besides that time that poor boy was pushed into that hydraulic press, or that old man who spontaneously combusted in the public parking lot. But other than that, you just never think of bad stuff happening here. It was so sad what happened to her. Of course, we all suspected Jerry. He was weird. He followed her around like a puppy. A weird puppy.
Mirabelle's disappearance left a mark on the minuscule town of Mystic Bay, with search missions tampered by downed power lines and felled trees. As days turned into weeks, the town's optimism began to fade. That said, losing hope is something of a custom for residents of Mystic Bay. For years, competing theme parks, virus outbreaks, daylight savings, and a quickly shifting culture led to a downturn in park numbers.
Hey, come on now. Wild Tides is still top quality. Some of the best damn entertainment in the state. I don't care what anyone thinks, right? But the fact of the matter is, kids don't go for that anymore. Yeah, they'd rather be on their phones playing Candy Crush or Roblox Adopt Me or Neil.Fun than at a park with their
Welcome
folks.
to today's
So,
guided
people
meditation
stopped
session.
coming. And
I'm so glad you're here.
Of course, that's when they
For the
found
next 20 minutes,
Or,
I'll be guiding you
or what
towards
was left of
seeking peace in
What
times
was
of
left of
chaos.
Mirabelle was found by
I invite
Jared
you to
Holt on
find a
November
comfortable
15th,
position,
2012.
be it in a chair,
3 months
on the
after
floor,
she went missing.
or on a cushion.
That's his voice you heard in the
Be
911
sure to
call at
sit
the
up
top of
straight.
the episode.
Your
She
arms
has her
resting
tail.
comfortably on your lap.
She
Your
has no
arms
face.
facing down.
When Chipko County police arrived
If
at the
you're
scene,
seated in a
they
chair,
discovered
I
a
invite you to
grisly
place
sight.
both feet firmly
Mirabelle
on the ground.
Diaz, lodged in the jaws of the
If you're
megalodon
seated on the
megatwister,
floor
her
or on a
mermaid
cushion,
tail curled
I
daintily
encourage you
beneath
to
her
position
on the
yourself in
ancient
such a
beast's
way
pink
that you
fiberglass
feel fully
top.
grounded
The
and
park's
supported.
earliest attendees, a group of
I'll
school
give you
children
a few
from
more
the St.
seconds
Brendan the
to find the
Navigator
position
Institute for
that's
Marine
right for
Biology,
you.
followed Jared's gaze, the park's famed mermaid staring back at them. That is, if she
Ready?
could have stared back.
Let's begin.
Jessalyn Garcia remembers the day.
You can
they
close your eyes
Oh,
or
he
just
was
let
all
your
cat and
vision
tonic when he
gradually
first saw
soften.
her. You know,
Whichever
like
is
he
best for
couldn't
you.
move or blink or say a single
Let's
word.
start by focusing
Oh,
on
poor
our
thing.
breath.
He just stood there,
Now,
looking
there may
into the
be other
hole where her
things
face
vying
had
for your
been.
attention.
It was all sunk
Smells.
in. A pit.
Traffic,
No offense to Mirabelle, but you know, I think it was the worst I've ever seen her look.
keyboards
And it was the
clicking,
first day since the hurricane that the park was
Footsteps
open to
down
the
the hall.
public. That's what's so sad
hydraulic
about it.
presses.
November is always a slow month. The
hum
water's cold,
and
the
drum
sun sets
of
early.
electrical
It's peak
appliances.
season for the flesh-eating algae that sometimes grows on the lazy
If the
river inner
sound
tubes.
or a thought
But we
should
lost
pull
so
your
much
attention
money because of the
away,
storm that we were all
right.
just so excited
Just
for the
simply
park to
bring
open
your
back up
focus
again.
back to your
And someone had just up and shoved poor little old Mirabelle into the big
Now,
old shark's mouth.
Let's breathe
How's
in
that
for
for
3
taking the steak
counts,
right out of your popsicle?
allowing your chest
Now,
and belly
Jessalyn
to
had a
expand.
pretty good idea of who was responsible. But first,
That's good.
speaking of
Now
popsicles,
hold
when's the
your
last
breath
time
for
you
3
enjoyed
counts.
a mouthful of fresh, home-cooked food? Between work and errands, there's never time to cook a proper meal. That's
Well
where
done.
Dinner Dash comes in.
Next,
Dinner Dash
release
is a
your
weekly
breath
meal
through your
delivery
mouth
service
with an
focused on
audible
fresh,
sigh
organic
for
ingredients
6
with
counts.
recipes chosen
Ready?
by real chefs. Best of all, Dinner Dash meals never expire. Using our secret technology, we have made eggs that last forever.
Very good.
Get 20% off your first
Now,
Dinner Dash weekly meal
let's
kit
do
with
that
code
again.
KILLER20. Dinner
Ready?
Dash. Meals that are eternal.
2,
Back to the case.
3, and hold.
Here's Jessalyn.
1,
Now, the first thing you gotta understand about Mystic Bay
And now
is that it's a
gently
small
breathe out
town.
with a sigh.
You're real small, itty bitty. So everyone knows everyone here. I went to school with Jared and Mirabelle, worked alongside
One
them
last
here at the
time.
park. And Jared,
Focus on the breath.
well, I can say this
Feel
right
it
because I know
in your
him.
lungs.
He's
and how it
probably
feels
just about
flowing
the
out.
worst mascot we've ever had. The only reason he kept
There
his
is
job is
always
because no one else
illness
wanted to wear the
found
costume.
here.
And when I
The
say he
peace
wanted to wear the
of
costume,
domestic
I mean he really wanted to wear the costume. Like, really. Like,
3,
not in a God-honoring way.
2, 3.
Jared Holt had dressed as Wild Tide's water park's iconic mascot,
Wonderful.
Manny the Manatee, since dropping
Now that
out of
you've
Mystic
begun
Bay
to
High
relax,
School in
let's continue to bring your
1999.
focus
His costume consisted of a massive suit
you're
carved of fleece and foam,
experiencing distracting
complete with flippers, a floppy headpiece, and Minnie's
Work,
signature orange flip-flops.
obligation.
All told, the costume weighed in at a staggering 140 pounds and was said to have reached internal temperatures of up to 100 degrees, 310 Kelvin in the searing Florida heat.
Your
Past
breath
Manny the
is your
Manatees have been recorded passing out from
It
the
is your
extreme
peace
temperature,
in times
including
of
one
chaos.
Manny who, in 1973,
Whenever you
collapsed
stray
face
or become
first into a
distracted,
child's birthday cake, and another who, in 1985, became partially baked within the suit while conducting a water safety demonstration at the
I want
park's
you to
wave
picture
pool.
a string
For
that runs
years,
from the top of your
Wild
head.
Tide's water park
You've got
officials
mail.
could
You've
not
got
find
mail.
workers willing to put
Follow
on the
the
suit.
string in your mind.
Whoa. Change the
Moving
design?
your awareness
Yeah,
down
no.
through the length of the
No.
body.
Out of the
Allow
question.
each part to
That
relax.
the manatee suit was designed by my own daddy, Frank Wild
It feels comfortable for you.
You've got mail.
Two
Tense,
dreams.
and then slowly
To sell
release
quality
each
beans
body
at
part.
affordable prices across the continental
Feel
United
free to
States of
adjust your
America,
position as
and to
needed.
make a
Any
true
time throughout this
manatee
meditation.
hybrid
You've got mail.
referred to as the
If you should feel
humanity.
any discomfort
And
during
that damn
this
suit,
exercise,
that's the
simply
second
take
closest
note
he
of
ever
it.
got to it. So no,
Observe
You've got
the
mail.
I'd
sensation.
never change it. If you think the suit's too heavy or too stinky or too
Note the feeling.
what have you,
And then move
but that's a
on.
personal failing. Man up. And manatee
Let's
up.
begin.
Yeah. Come on, change the suit? What are you kidding me with
We'll
this?
start at the
You
crown
could
of
smell
your
the
head.
suit before you saw it. I'd say it was
You've got
closest
mail.
to.
You've got mail.
You ever have a Florida-style pizza? Well,
You've got
you take
mail.
a handful of saltine crackers and sort of spread them out on a paper plate with straight cheese, turtle jerky, and a little bit of gas station pickle, and a sprinkle in a boiled beans.
You've got mail.
Just leave it out for a little bitty bit, let the sunshine do its magic, and voila, you got yourself a meal. Now, it's delicious, but you'll be smelling it for about a mile, 2 miles out if the wind hits just right. I don't really eat that sort of food, personally. The
You've got
manatee
mail.
suit smelled sort of like that, like Florida-style pizza, or rotten broccoli.
You've got mail.
Despite the suit's numerous downsides, there was one person more than willing to don it around the park. Jared
The belly
Holt.
melts.
Jared,
You've got mail.
he strayed from the light of the Lord. I can tell you that much for nothing. Tampering with the divine design. He had a lot of
All right, Chad, let's take a look at this video. I was told to watch it.
He was
You've got mail.
I met with Jared Holt at the Chilco County Jail. It's a small peach-colored structure
Yeah, how are they
across
even
from a
doing
former
that?
Sears turned Spirit Halloween.
I first learned about it online. I've always
You've
Is
thought
that like a
mail.
world record?
kind of like funny animals or animals with like bazooka arms. Just funny stuff, you know? Whatever pops in
That's
my head.
insane!
Like maybe I'll
That's
draw this with
insane!
big muscles and bazooka arms. Or maybe I'll feel more like drawing a bazooka that shoots out manatees with, you know, really
You've
cute
got
Okay,
muscles.
close.
There's a lot of
You've got
symbolism there if you
mail.
think about it. Not that a lot of people think about it. I have a real respect for all sirenians. That's
You've
the term
done this
for aquatic
too?
Mammals like manatees and dugongs, by the way.
You've got mail.
Sirenian.
Why is your head
You know,
so
like
block
a siren,
shaped? It's
like
not
a
block
mermaid.
shaped.
You've got
Don't say
mail.
that.
You've got
They think
mail.
Come on, sound like
sailors
I have her
invented
dead.
mermaids because they saw manatees out in the water and fell in love with them.
I asked Jared whether his appreciation for Sirenians extended to Mirabelle. He grows quiet,
You've got mail.
sullen, and then
Mirabelle. No,
It's ham and
I
cheese.
don't think of her that way. She was pretty, sure. Long pinkish hair, cross-eyed. She was a friend to me.
You've got
Nothing less,
mail.
nothing more. And after all, she was the one to pull me out of that pool.
No, I can't share.
the incident
I only got
to
enough
which
for me.
Jared is referring occurred in June of 2001 and has since become a local legend around the microscopic town of Mystic Bay.
You've got mail.
Jared Holt, then 19,
How long?
had
You've
gone on
got
break.
mail.
Like many Wild Tide water park workers, fighting the miasmic heat of a June afternoon,
I could
after
probably do
can of
this.
fluorescent yellow alcoholic energy drinks.
If I wasn't busy, I would do this.
In judgment.
I'm busy. You guys know I'm busy.
You've
He
got
stripped
mail.
off his heavy mascot
You've
suit
got
and
mail.
Don't say I'm unemployed. I'm very. This is my job. I'm working right now. I'm literally working right now. I have to go to the bathroom 1 second. But this is a job. I'm working.
Jessalyn, like
come on,
nearly
man.
everyone else in the unbelievable tiny town of Mystic Bay, has heard every detail of what transpired that fateful afternoon.
Come on.
the way
Let's work out. Come on.
stars
Then give me 3 knees. Get them up.
We're not supposed to be
3,
fraternizing
2,
with the customers.
1.
The
Switch
park
it
goers.
up.
That's
3.
right.
Now go back to those
It's fun
crunches.
to
Crunch
have
it down.
boundaries, or
4.
else the
Come on.
customers will try to get away
3.
with
Let's
every
go.
little thing,
2.
from
Come on.
corn dogs on the
3
wild
knees.
side,
Count it down.
putting their bits
3,
and pieces in the
2.
jar.
Oh my God!
Switch it up.
That's a lot.
3.
That Manny the
Two
manatee
corner
should
knees.
never be seen at
We're gonna
all.
kind of build that right, that's we go. All right.
Children.
Let's
Seen a
go.
black and human man wearing nothing but swim trunks and a mannequin
Keep going back
mascot
to the
head.
top. Adding a move as we go.
And then, of
All right,
course,
here we go.
practice.
3 knees. Count it down.
The third thing.
3.
Don't say chill. I like that. That's my favorite drink in the whole world.
What's the move? Corner
I'm not a
knee.
sellout.
Don't worry, you don't have to remember it. I normally call it out. I always call it out. Corner curl. Use that leg curl.
With Chipco County Bank and Loan, you can rest
Go.
assured your money
Back
is
to those
working as
crunches.
hard
Crunch it
as
down.
you are using the power
4.
of state
Don't
certified
wait.
psychic
3. Don't
accountants.
stop.
Apparently,
2. Let's
Astrological
go.
got
accounting
3 knees.
is
Best ever do.
planets to grow
3.
your wealth
1.
astronomically.
There you go.
Check out
3.
today and receive a
2.
complimentary
curl.
framed bird
Oh,
God, that was
second house.
so low.
In your
now
ink.
we're adding
No matter.
your side
Chipco
leg.
County Bank and Loan even
leg.
Gemini
You got
placements
mail.
can look forward
Leg.
to financial security.
leg.
And if you
Now
use
crunch
code
it down.
KILLER50
You got
within
mail.
30 days,
You
you
got
will
mail.
receive an extra $50 cash
2.
bonus just
Come
for
on.
signing up.
3 knees.
Chipco
Count it
County
down.
Bank and Loan.
3.
You'll have
That's gotta
the
hurt.
same
Yeah, I
steps.
feel like that does low key.
3.
Back
2.
to the case.
Corner knees up. Hey.
Prophecy, as
Come on,
everyone
y'all.
knows,
Let's work out.
foretells the return of
Corner
a creature
curl.
known only
Let's
as
go.
an anomaly. Its name
Come on, what you
Don't
got
bring up the
next?
price.
by human
Side
tongue
leg.
You got mail.
cannot be
Boom.
seen
Chat,
of
focus
its
on the
Boom.
video.
Boom.
for the
Now,
flesh of
step.
non-believers.
Step.
Every
4.
130 years,
Step. Watch
like
out.
clockwork, it
Come on, we
returns
coming.
to feed.
L step
Like
again.
even little
Step.
kids know this,
4.
right? What
Step. Come.
happens is you go into the wave pool, you hold onto your boogie board, you hear
Back
the
to the top.
murmurs,
Crunch
and
it
you
down.
keep those dang murmurs,
up.
Miss Ma'am. I'll tell you that much.
Let's
Doing
go.
this, I'd probably be an
Let's
addict.
go.
You got mail.
3 knees.
I'll probably be
You
an
got mail.
3.
Well, sure.
1.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
Not the prophecy.
3.
I don't know what
2.
you
Corner knee.
Hundreds, if not
Elbow
tens
to
of
knee.
people go into that wheel.
Maybe like
come out totally
like a
fine.
badminton
I
or
guess, you
leg.
know, I
the
thought I
sprinter.
did.
Probably one or the
I got
other.
stuck in the pool.
Come on, I see you.
Well,
I hear you. Side
And
legs.
it was none other than
got
Mirabelle Diaz
mail.
who saved Jared from developing the
Work out.
same pelvic
Come on, y'all.
vestige as his
L
beloved
step.
Siamese.
Step.
She don't
You
go
got
right in
mail.
holding out with a manatee head.
Step.
I don't look like someone
now,
with a
you
degenerative
straddle.
Pool yelling.
muscular disease. I don't even know what that what those words mean.
Corner knee straddle. Let's do it again. Knee straddle.
You should don't say that about people either.
Hey, come on, let's go.
Jen has a rule of thumb in your life.
Now crunch it down. Now, you're breathing heavy
And I
and
mean,
you're sweating.
look,
You are
was it a good thing
good
you
to
didn't
go.
drown the jingle
Okay.
first
But
and
control
control
your
your
I know it's a
to feed the insane
fact, by the way,
world
Mary,
that
let's go.
rules over a universe
I
of
can
dying
punch it.
planets.
4. Okay. Sound
I can prove
effects.
it.
2.
I have a heart rate.
Because the
3
anomaly
knee.
will
I can prove it right now.
3.
what it wants.
2. I'm also crazy.
Always.
3.
From that point
2.
on,
3 knees
Jared and
again.
Mirabelle were said to be
got
mail.
Yeah, I'll react with the heart rate.
1.
beautiful moment.
Hey,
Connor, I'll show you. I'll show you right now.
Corner knee.
Familiar scent of
8.
sweat-infused foam.
7. Come on.
First, it was
6.
just
Count with
really
me.
that I was grateful.
5. Count with me.
Got
That
mail.
wasn't ever
4.
exactly
Come
nice to
on.
me before.
You're supposed to wet the band. I'm
Come
not
on.
spitting on myself.
2.
No direction.
Crunch it down.
Mermaids
Good
and
job.
mascots.
You got mail.
You know.
7. Come on.
So
Pull
I
those
sort of
hands right
helped
to
her
the
around the
knees.
party a bit.
Six
Just as
more.
a thank you. I
Six.
used
Come
her
on.
around when she had her tail.
5. Come on.
Steal snacks for her
4.
sometimes.
Come on.
She loved fun.
3. 2 more.
Sometimes we played
2.
a game where she pretended to be like
3
a
knees.
seal
Get 'em
or
up. Let's go.
something, and I tossed
3.
buttons into her mouth.
2.
It's
1.
hard for the
Switch it up.
seal.
3.
She said no.
2.
Heart rate's
Corner
detect. I have a
knee.
hole in my
couldn't have
chest.
fun.
7.
But
Squeeze.
mostly we got along
6.
surprisingly
Come on.
great. I even drew a picture
Check out how low my heart rate is.
muscly
4.
manatee
Come
with
on.
a bazooka.
3. Come
You
on.
got mail.
But
2. Don't leave me hanging.
Point,
Corner curl.
begins to sob.
8.
As I give him a moment
7.
to
Come
compose
on.
himself, I think
6.
about
I
the
got you.
impact Mirabelle
5.
Diaz
4
had
more.
on such a nanosized
Come on.
town as Mystic Bay.
Last 2.
Is
What we got next? Side
value
leg.
does she have beyond her first
8.
runner-up sash?
You
Beyond
got
her
mail.
radiant
Get 'em up.
smile and
5.
the
Come on.
gloomy blue mermaid.
Come on.
To Frank,
4.
she was a pretty face.
3.
You got mail.
Perhaps
2.
not so
You
different
have-
from the
Hey,
Orpheus
L
and
step.
the
It's a wet it. It's not weird.
4.
Step.
It's not weird. I wash my hands
Step. Now come on, say it with me.
You got
Let's
mail.
go.
often,
Step.
almost daily.
4.
She was part
Step. Look at that
savior,
sweat.
part
Woo!
muse,
I like it.
complicated mixture of things like Stimulation drums.
Come on, let's fuck it.
Raised tears.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, that's
Knee
wrong.
strap.
You got mail.
That is
She
Let's
said
go.
the drawing was super dumb.
Come
I think
on.
she even laughed at me.
Now,
It
as a
hurt.
point of
Cross it
principle
over.
of it gets that.
bring it back.
But when I went to clear out the
got
line,
mail.
Knees, say.
you know, after
Three,
putting her on the
2,
slide,
cross it
I
over.
saw it.
Bring it back.
Taped to the inside
3
of her
knees.
lingerie.
Yeah.
Mail.
3,
She had in there.
2, cross it over.
You got
Bring it back. Get those arms
Tell-
up.
That's when I
3
decided
knees.
I
Tell me I'm not an athlete.
Get those arms up. You can work a
Look
little
at that heart
harder.
rate. Tell me I'm not an athlete.
What you put in is what you get out.
Vanity on a mission.
Now
I
crunch it
found
down.
that I would
Come
solve
on.
her murder if it was the last thing
That
I did.
is
And
a great
as it turns
opportunity
out, Jared was
for you to be
very
grateful
adept at uncovering
for being
clues
able to do this.
and lies.
Somebody somewhere
But
can't
first,
do it. Come on. Knees up. 8, 7,
It barely moved.
6,
It barely moved.
5. You can do it.
don't worry,
4.
because
What a generally low number still.
Does
It's
have games
increased.
to choose from.
8
Meal
more.
Fun is the internet's one-stop shop for home
Think, but still
entertainment
relatively
and
low.
lavish
7.
enrichment.
Count it with
1
me.
hour a
6.
day of Meal.Fun usage has been shown to cure boredom, memory loss.
That's
and
impressive.
deficit
Then people will be impressed by that.
5. Come
Just
on.
1 hour of
hear you through that
Meal.Fun
screen.
usage has
Come
been
on.
shown to stop father time
Let's go.
and prevent aging.
It's
3
increasing now
knees.
because I thought of global issues, not because of the squats.
And accessible
That's it.
right from your
3.
browser.
I think racism is all forms of wrong.
Ask your parents for permission to log on today.
You got mail.
2, 1.
Cops are running up the scene.
I don't say things because
Two.
they're
Corner
popular. I say
knee.
them because I mean it.
Apparently, they were
Hey.
busy with the
Hey.
murder, so instead of pushing the
Hey.
giant clean off the top of the wild weed factory and onto an old lady.
7.
She exploded like a pinata, they said.
Touch that knee.
They found
5.
a wig around
Come
here,
on.
actually.
4.
One
Let's
of the
go.
windows was wearing it.
3. Let's go.
But anyway,
2.
after the cops finally
Time
arrived
for
and
your
cleared away
leg
the
curls.
screaming elementary school kids,
You
they
got
wanted
it.
to talk
It's just going up because I made a really good sandwich.
Kick that foot.
It's from Italy.
slide. Like, yeah, of
7.
course I know you're
Come
not.
on.
Of course I know
6.
about the slide.
5. Come on.
Mystic Bay is
4. Get out. Come on.
You got mail.
Everyone
Let's
knows
go.
about the Megalodon
Side
Megatwister.
leg.
Aren't you
Slide
racist
in the
against
whole
Italian
park.
people?
Maybe in all of Central Southeast
That's not
Asia.
even really a
She
race.
goes straight down into
But
the
yeah.
shark's mouth. It's
5.
crazy fun.
4. Come on.
We lose
3.
6, 7, 24 people on it every year. Like,
You got mail.
literally
You
Never
got
stop.
mail.
Don't quit
that's
yet.
not just a turn of phrase.
Come on.
They get on the side and then never come out.
Come on. What you say?
How long?
Knees up. Come on.
Some
What you
say
say?
it's the point at which two
Knees
parallel
up.
universes
Come on. 2
actually
more.
meet.
Come on.
And all
What you
those
say?
lost-screaming
Knees
tourists
up.
slide
Here
off
goes.
to exist alongside an
4.
alternate self in a
Knees
world
up.
slightly
Come
different from
on.
ours.
Upgrade.
The entire project
With
is built on the body of the anomaly. Each slide like an organ,
Come
a
on, let's
fleshy
go.
tube that
Come
leads
on.
straight into the
Right on
beams
deep.
of dark, cavernous
Corner
metal.
knee
But
straddle.
here's the thing.
Turn.
It's actually gotten stuck
Corner
in the
knee
shark's mouth.
straddle.
You got
Cross
mail.
it
The bill
over.
was lodged between
Bring
two
it
long
back.
fibers.
Give me 3 knees.
Why do you have your age on screen?
Cross it over.
It's right there.
Sweat with me.
Deliberately.
Sweat with me. Come on.
Obviously, my age
Come on. Let's do it
is
again.
so
Cross it
rapid.
over.
Or it wouldn't be that high of a number.
Oh, God.
3 knees.
It
wouldn't
was
be
a funny thing.
that high. I don't look that old.
Her cousin Rocky on the very same slide.
Can't
I
stop.
remember
Come
because
on.
I was there.
3.
We all were.
Down.
Awesome day, real
Feel that?
easy life.
That's a sense of
Kids, it's not the
accomplishment.
Florida-style pizza.
We also have heart of gratitude.
And sprayed cheese
And
everywhere.
we are also
and
sweaty.
a whole mess.
And I'm telling you what.
Rocky was up at the
I'm
top
not
of the
afraid to
slide
sweat with you.
hollering something
Come on,
dumb.
knees up.
Critical.
One minute on those
Critical.
punches. Come on. Let's
Now,
go.
mind you, I'm just quoting
Come
him
on.
because
Come
I believe in
on. I need your
accuracy. I
knees
never
up.
really talk
Hey.
like that.
Right.
Just so you know. And so
Come on.
Rocky slid down
Right
the Megalodon Mega
You
Twister,
gotta give it up.
twisting in a mega sort of way,
Right.
and yelling
Come
all
on.
sorts of colorful
Left
language.
knee. Come on.
And then
Hey, 30 more seconds. Don't quit
never
on
saw him
me.
again. And that's just how the slide is.
Pull it right to
Chad,
the
you think
chest.
we'll be friends forever?
If the
Sound
anomaly
effects
wants
not
something,
included.
it'll
You
get
can
it.
do that on your own.
No
Drop the
matter
quick
Go,
bomb,
come
you
on,
can be
y'all.
friends forever.
10 more seconds. That means 4 more.
You got mail.
One more would soon
3.
critical. Determine who
Give me 3
exactly
knees.
puts the
Critical
Marvel DS inside the Megalodon
Critical.
Mega Twister
You got
fits the
mail.
Megalodon Mega
3.
Mouth.
1 minute on those 3 knees.
got
Come
mail.
on.
Finds
3,
got mail.
2,
You
1.
got mail.
Oh, that breathes.
All right. Well, hey, that was actually a really good video.
Sweat
A chimp named
is a sign of hard
Margarita
work.
hit the face off the side.
Breathing heavy.
Okay, I'm taking the heart rate down.
Come on. 3. 30 seconds.
All right, let's watch the same video again and do it every day until we die.
Spinner would
One.
spin
You
sides
can do it.
taken out.
3. 230
All right,
seconds.
Chad, let's
Chimp would spin one
look at this
saying,
video. Watch it.
and I guess they got into a spin off,
Two
and
more
then
sets.
Margarita got mad
Come
and
on.
just,
3.
Anytime throughout this meditation.
Last time on the right. 3.
But anyway, the coast was clear.
1.
We're busy trying to
Yeah,
find
how are you?
Do not crunch it down
So I
now.
crawled into the
We're going to
megalodon
those
with the shark mouth.
corner knees.
That's what I
We're
saw.
gonna go right.
What Jared found in the fiberglass shark's glossy,
world
massive
record?
jaws
We're gonna do
changed
curl.
the entire course of
All
the
right, here we go.
investigation.
4.
Shark's mouth,
3.
I found it.
Corner knee. Right knee.
Now,
Now
Mirabelle
leg curl.
only ever
That's
won.
insane!
Just say it.
That's insane!
Critical knee.
Entirely.
Knee.
Orange blossom.
Curl.
Jessamine
Curl.
Garcia.
Can I get your right knee?
Okay, close.
Left knee.
Now think about that for just a little bitty moment.
left
I wear gold hair soaking wet. How could I possibly murder Mirabelle Diaz,
Right.
lift
Come on,
her,
30
carry
seconds.
her through the megalodon
You've done this
naked with her
too?
surrounding fences, and then raise her up into the
Why is your head so blocky?
Put it into that.
And I wouldn't kill
Right
her
into
anyway.
that knee.
Got mail.
I'm
Last
blocked.
set.
You can't say that.
Please.
Come on, time to look out for a day.
Ask Jared about this. How could Jessamine
You've
or
got
anyone
mail.
for that matter
Curl.
have lifted
Now,
Mirabelle
pass
Diaz
it down.
into the jaws of the
How we
giant
doing?
You've got mail.
Come on,
As it
talk
turns
to
out,
me.
his
Now we're going to
investigation
those side
produced an
legs.
interesting
We're
theory.
gonna do 30
Well,
seconds.
that's just the thing.
You gotta go
You've
side
got
leg.
Put her there.
Side leg. Side leg. But I'm
You've
gonna
got
do
mail.
I'm gonna do 3 side
You've got mail. You've got
Lined
mail.
up muscular orcas with bazookas,
Three
you know, they
side
are
legs.
incredibly strong. Put your body through the air,
got
in
mail.
such a way that it lands. You
One.
get scared.
Good.
Right
I only got
Catch
enough
on
for me.
fast.
And I
Do
know
it
this is
again.
not only possible, but probable.
3.
Because I
You've
found
got
something
mail.
else in the
One.
shark's mouth
Switch it
that
up.
night.
You've got mail.
15 more
Frosted
seconds.
squid.
Come on.
As in
3.
orca lunch. As in
One.
stuff
got
that is
mail.
only found
You've got
out.
mail.
2. One more set. Come on.
Now, there are several
You've
reasons
got
why
mail.
I
Oh,
don't
get that
want to
animation in
kill
there.
her.
Come on. Let's go.
First, it may have
Now
thought she was
crunch
a
it
seal,
down.
which is like
I could,
Yeah.
I could.
she was
Critical. Come on now. Critical. On the
Maybe
side.
I would do this.
happens all the time.
3.
I'm busy.
The orcas have enough pain stuffing them in tanks and making them perform little tricks for sunburned snowbirds. And they snap.
3.
One of the
Switch it
orcas
up.
are
Don't
so
Don't say I'm
many
unemployed. I'm